Hey guys, my name's Ben from RS Detailing. So the idea of this short video is a complete newbie's guide to how to get purified water for detailing cars. So there's a few misconceptions that I'm hopefully going to fix for you guys, and I'm just going to give you a really simple guide. I'm going to go through some of the pros and cons as well. So let's get stuck in. Okay guys, so the first thing you're going to need is one of these. It's a reverse osmosis filtration system. Now the one I've got, I think I paid about £100 for it. So there was an additional filter. There was a little filter here. Now that was purely for colour and taste. That's no good for cars. So that was taken out of the loop altogether, leaving these four. So the first common misconception, to let you guys know, many newbies will buy this thinking that's going to give them purified water and it's going to give them a spot-free finish in their cars. That's completely wrong. Okay, what this essentially does is it softens the water. So if you're in a hard water area, then it softens the water, which takes us to the next phase in the loop. In terms of how this is set up, we've got water pipe here, and then I've basically hooked into the water pipe, and then that goes into the filter unit. And then this would usually be the output, which usually you'd start filling your tank up with this. But again, this on its own is useless when it comes to detailing cars. What that's used for is to soften the water. Now the thing that stops you getting spots, excuse the mess of the floor, is this thing here. So that's a resin tank, or a DI tank. So essentially it's a resin chamber, and this is what deionizes water. Now it's the ions in the water that will leave spots in your car. So this is what takes out the spots, okay? Now, the problem with leaving this on its own and not having the RO unit is if you've just got this resin tank, what you'll find is that's a very expensive way to do things, okay? Because the hard water, if you've got hard water going straight into that resin chamber, that's going to kill off the resin pretty fast. On top of that, the resin chamber isn't really equipped to completely take out all of the ions of hard water. That's why it's essential that first of all you've got the reverse osmosis reverse osmosis unit. Then that pushes the reverse osmosis water into the resin tank. That then filters out the ions, and then of course that goes straight into the van, into your tank. Okay. So the pros of this is that when you're detailing a car, especially in the hotter weather, what you'll find is that because you're using reverse osmosis and deionized water, you don't have to dry the cars. And we'll come back to that in just a moment. In terms of the resin tank, I think I paid about £75. So the whole system was about £175. In terms of how much this puts out, I would say in about a 24-hour period, I'll get about 400 litres roughly. Okay, so that's enough to kind of keep me going on the jobs. Now at the moment I use pure water for the whole process. What you can do is you can essentially just have a separate tank with your pure water in and use that for the final rinse. The idea behind this system is not only can you naturally dry the cars without seeing any spots, but on top of that, what you'll find is as the cars dry naturally with that pure water, what you'll essentially see is the gloss start to pop more and more, okay? So not only does it save you time drying, you get a much nicer finish by allowing it to dry normally in the sun. So especially in the summer especially, that makes a big difference, okay? So that's pretty much my newbie's guide to detailing with purified water. So to give you an idea of the gloss, if you have a look at the works van, so this hasn't been detailed especially at all. So all this has had is a quick snow foam, blast off with the pressure washer, and then a very quick bucket wash. And then after that, all it's had is just another blast off with the purified water, and it's been left to dry. And as you can see, it almost has a bit of a freshly waxed effect. Now there's no products, no protection in this van at all. Unfortunately, I got this van as we were hitting the winter months where it's too cold to treat it properly. But as you can see, it's a pretty desirable finish. So that is all down to the purified water.